the latest episode of NARC TV. Today we are in the enchanting stone circle by the Cumberland Arms in the Eastbourne Valley, surrounded by beautiful woodland, singing birds, flowers. It's very nice. What have we got today?
Well, since we're in such a mystical place, it's quite apt because we've got the magical, folky indie pop sounds of rock opera creators, melodic music makers, Nel Unlit. It's a bit of mystical energy there, just so.
It's nice, yeah.
Yeah, just to tie it in, because I thought.
That worked.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
Maybe we can put some effects on or something.
Yeah, well, it's up to Steve, I mean. But yeah, anyway, you
Enjoy.
watch and enjoy. Sorry, Claire, I interrupted. Watch and
Enjoy.
enjoy.
You kept the best parts of me. You let me play with them when you were here. Alone has this chest of vacant, and there is little just since.
Renowned for writing kind of concept records. First album was about kind of a rock opera based on Neil Gaiman's books, and the new album is about a kind of father's troubled relationship with his daughter. So why do you write that way? Tell us about that kind of process.
I mean, I think it's not necessarily always been like a deliberate thing until it kind of is now. It was never the plan to begin with. It was kind of, I think it's maybe started with one song that came from the comic Sandman, and then it was like, oh, there's another one there, and then it was kind of like, oh well, I might as well just do an album then. With this recent one, again, it was kind of a collection of songs, some of which were personal to us, that we thought actually this could fit a character with this other story, and then you sort of think, oh, actually in that context, these lyrics that are currently nonsense start to make a lot more sense, and then that sort of incorporate that into the story, makes more changes, and then before you know it's a thing then.
I was going to say, it's quite a nice way for a listener to kind of get immersed in a world. You know, you have that whole sort of story all in one. Was that a sort of a deliberate thing, that you want an audience to kind of really connect with something?
Yeah, I mean, it's been more so, like say, with this record, with we've done like a read-along story. So the lyric sheet will be like in between the lyrics there will be like a story that you read along with the music, and that's going to be a video as well. So it'll be like a 30-minute film, which is the album, but with also like the read-along words popping up. Which our friend Jordan's making, so that's really exciting. And also we're going to make this guy's flat in the attic of the Westgarth, so you can kind of go in and kind of spend a bit of time in there before you watch the film. So yeah, well, I suppose like always more and more we're feeling like there's no reason that we just need to be a band playing rock music or folk music or whatever. We can be whatever we kind of want to be, really. There's no boundaries anymore, you know, in terms of we've got access to being able to make those things, and why shouldn't we, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So when it comes to writing, what kind of comes first? Is it the concept or the music or the lyrics, or how do you kind of construct your sound?
It's definitely the concept, isn't it? So the first album, each character sort of had their own theme, so you'd notice it throughout, where a new character would come in with the sort of the theme changing per vocal melody. I think at the start of this one we sort of had the idea of doing percussive themes. I don't know if it kind of made it to the end, but it was a fun thing to do at the start.
Yeah, I think there's some bits in there. So, you know, it's in a kind of, if you're watching a film like Darth Vader has his theme, so the theme will start playing and you know Darth Vader's around. Yeah, we kind of tried to do that. I mean, I think there's like, so Tosh has a more, like, I think his songs are generally heavier, there's more sort of tom work, that kind of thing. So, like, maybe it's not necessarily really sort of nailed on, but, like, yeah, like, we definitely put a lot of thought into those kind of things, which maybe not everybody's going to maybe pick up on that, but some people might, and might appreciate it, you know.
Yeah, like we wanted to have that universe there behind it all. Not that anyone's ever going to question stuff, but it was just like, yeah, have it all there in the background of a little history for each character.
Yeah, like you can go dig in if you want to.
And that's, I suppose, part of that world that listener gets immersed into, isn't it? So when it comes to the narratives, you sort of mentioned that some of the songs kind of existed before you perhaps started this album. Like, how do you fit as songwriters? Do you connect really personally with some of the songs? Are they written for, you know, the concept, but are there things there that are really personal to you guys too?
Yeah, there's definitely some personal stuff hidden in there, and sometimes it's easier to be more honest if you kind of if you're pretending it's about, oh, this guy's saying this, but it's actually it's me, or it's Harry, or it's Claire, or, you know. And I think as a group we spent a lot of time before we started writing some of the lyrics talking about who we wanted these people to be. So like a lot of it was Zoom calls because it was over lockdown. So like where we kind of have sort of, would you call them rows?
Yeah.
Almost, yeah, I mean, I think I definitely did a bit of sulking a few times. It's like I wasn't getting my own way about how I thought like the woman character was going to be, like what part of her personality, and like the guys were kind of basically told me no. So but you know, and that's part of how we go about things. So like we would sort of swap words in and out together. We would swap characteristics in different characters, and you know, I mean, I think maybe Harriet might take more ownership of her character and say, actually, I think my character would do this, but actually also we would all feel comfortable to say, actually, no, she wouldn't.
And some of the songs were sort of repurposed from other projects as well. So when they were previously written very honestly by that person, it still fit in with this concept because we've put a little bit into it as well.
There's a bit of you in everything. Yeah.
Suffocating, just how I like it. A tight cocoon, its strong arms. I can push them away. They'll bend, but they won't break. They snap gently back. are confusing. Cold and metallic aliens with dirty faces. You can't touch me.